When the engineering team started digging the tunnel at one point, the water hidden in the mountains started filling the tunnel at the speed of jet pressure, and a catastrophic situation arose. The Gotthard Base Tunnel in Switzerland is also known as Mount Everest in the engineering world. With a length of 57 kilometers, it is not only the longest tunnel in the world, but it is also the deepest tunnel in the world. Why was this tunnel needed all over Europe? What solution did the engineering team come up with for the falling rocks in the mountain, the fast-flowing water, and the wind that breaks the glass of the train passing through it? Welcome back to Scope History Videos. If you look closely at the map of Europe, there is a wall of mountains in the middle of it that has been an obstacle for trade and travel for years. This wall of mountains is called the Alps. For centuries, people have traveled on these long zigzag roads, while sometimes snow and sometimes avalanches did not delay in blocking the road. Bridges were built on the mountains here. Railway tracks were also extended. But it was also very difficult and time-taking after this. Another big problem arose with time. To increase Europe's economy and to send more goods from one country to another, the matter had now increased a lot from these zigzag roads. North Europe's factories and South Europe's seaports both depended on each other. Engineers had only two ways to solve this problem. Either more difficult and wide roads should be built on the mountains, or something that was considered impossible for centuries. They decided that they would not build from the top of the mountain, but would build a tunnel right in the middle of it, which would be the longest and deepest tunnel in the world. But the easier this mission sounds, the more terrifying it is in reality. It was so deep that the weight of the mountain could tear any steel wall like paper. Engineers knew that their confrontation would not only be with soil and stones, but with the powers of nature that no one had ever challenged before. The construction of the Gotthard Base Tunnel was not an ordinary construction, but its biggest enemy was extremely high pressure, because the excavation of this tunnel was to be done under a 2,500-meter high mountain, which meant that millions of tons of weight of the mountain to experience this pressure. The engineers first tried to dig a small tunnel, but the pressure of the mountain began to try to close the tunnel again. But this was just the beginning. The second big challenge was extreme heat. Whether it's land or mountains, in such a depth, the temperature can easily reach up to 50 degrees Celsius. In such heat, a person cannot work for more than 15 to 20 minutes. And if the cooling system fails, this tunnel can become a living grave for the workers. After pressure and heat, the most terrifying enemy for the engineering team was the pressure of water. This was not an ordinary underground water. This was the pressure that had been hidden for centuries, which, if suddenly released, could tear the concrete wall like a cannonball. These were the reasons why the world's famous rural engineers first said clearly that this tunnel can never be built. They said that in such a long and hot tunnel, machines will die. How will it be possible for the workers to survive? In addition to this, the tunnels dug from both sides will be dug from a distance of 57 kilometers. If there is even a millimeter difference in alignment, then both teams will get lost in the darkness of the mountains, and millions of dollars will be lost. But for Switzerland, this was not just a project, but a question of survival. Thousands of trucks passed through the Alps every year. Pollution was increasing, and the roads had crossed their limits. If this tunnel had not been built now, the entire European trade system would have collapsed. Switzerland decided that no matter how much the expenses are, this would be the biggest miracle in the world. Now, the question was not whether the tunnel would be built or not. The question was how to face these challenges. On September 27, 1992, this project was officially approved. This was not an ordinary tunnel. Its scale was crossing the limits of human thought. The total length of the Gotthard Base Tunnel was 57 kilometers. That is Delhi to Ghaziabad, or Lahore to Qasr. Such a long distance, even that to within 2.5 kilometers of the mountain. But in the world of engineering, length is not just a number, but it shows the severity of the challenge. The rule was that the longer the tunnel, the greater the risk of error. Engineers had to start digging from both sides of the mountain, and both the tunnels had to meet exactly in the center of 57 kilometers. If there was even a difference of 1 centimeter in the calculation, then both the tunnels would never be able to meet each other. To solve this problem, calculations were made using laser navigation and GPS technology as to where exactly to dig on both sides. To make this impossible possible, the world's largest tunnel boring machines were made. These machines were so big that their cutter head was 2 floors higher than the house. If we talk about the total length, then this TBM, which was named Sissy, was 450 meters long, about half a kilometer. But despite having so many giant machines, it was cutting mountains only a few meters daily. It was not just machines, it was a test of patience for the engineers that was going to run for the next 17 years. Along with digging, another battle was also being fought, and that was the Battle of the Stone. During the excavation of the Gotthard Base Tunnel, about 3 crore tons of rubble were removed from the mountaintop. It was so much rubble that if it is collected in one place, a whole new mountain can be built from it. Hundreds of trucks were busy removing this rubble day and night. Every day, thousands of workers would go deep into the ground where there was no sign of day or night, no phone signal and no fresh air. There was only the noise of machines, the soft smell of soil, and an underground world where 2,600 workers lived and worked at one time. But soon the engineers realized that their real enemy was not the length of the tunnel. When the excavation reached the depth of the mountain, the engineers faced an enemy that was expected but not prepared. 2 kilometers below the ground, the stones of the mountain took out their heat. As the machines advanced, the temperature began to cross the limits. First 30, then 40, and finally 50 degrees Celsius. Now it was no longer a construction site, but an oven. In the early days of the Gotthard Base Tunnel, the situation was such that, when the workers got down, they would sweat profusely in a few minutes. The drivers were given only 2 to 3 hour shifts, otherwise the risk of heat stroke would increase. To solve this problem, cooling pipes were laid, in which cold water was run. This was the first construction site in the world where an environment was created for the workers first. Then construction began. Gradually, they realized that the problem of heat was just the beginning. The real terror was the pressure of the mountain that was testing them. Cracks on the stones. The collapse of the rocks without warning had become a daily routine. To solve this problem, the workers immediately sprayed a mixture of concrete on that part. Precast concrete slabs were installed in some places, and steel rings were used to make artificial skeletons. This gave support to the weak stones inside. The solution to the collapse of the weak stones was found. But later the engineers faced a danger that was not solid like stones, but liquid like water. During the boring, a time came when a flood of water came out of the mountains. There is not a single type of stones in the mountains.
Sometimes the stones are very hard, and sometimes very soft. And just as there are water reservoirs, water is also stored in the cracks of the mountains. And because this water is under the weight of the mountains, its pressure can be. This is just like the weight of a car on just 1 inch. There was only one way that the water should be transformed into a solid form. Small pipes were drilled in which freezing liquid was used. This process continued for several weeks, and finally the water of the mountains became solid after freezing. Now, if TBM will bore here, the frozen water will remain solid like a normal stone. After the boring concrete lining was applied on the water portion and the freezer was closed. But the engineers also did one more thing, that they left collection points between the concrete slabs and the mountains of the tunnel, so that the water later could not put pressure on the walls of the tunnel, but could flow out of the tunnel easily. After this last obstacle, now there was only one thing waiting for the moment when the 2 ends of the tunnel will meet each other. 15th of October, 2010. The whole world's eyes were on Switzerland. In the heart of the mountain, 2,500 meters below the ground, the teams coming from both sides were now just at the distance of a thin wall. Everyone had only one question in their minds. Will 17 years of hard work bring color, or will a 57-kilometer-long grave be made? Suddenly, the giant cutter head of the Sissy machine cut through the last wall and came out. This moment was a historic moment. When the calculations were checked, there was only a difference of half an inch between the 2 tunnels. This accuracy was such that it was as if someone had put a thread in a needle 50-kilometer away. You might even think that the biggest enemy was the stone and water. But in reality, the biggest enemy was the air inside the tunnel. After the construction was completed, when the high-speed train will enter the Gotthard Base Tunnel quickly, there will be no way for the air inside to come out. Because of this, a shock wave will occur which will smash the train windows with an explosion. Fortunately, this problem had already been assumed. Because of which, Not one, but 2 tunnels were built here. After every few meters, a road was also built between the 2 tunnels, and some ventilation shafts were also built to allow the shock wave generated by the passing of the train to come out. But think, if this unseen power had not been thought of in advance, then 17 years of hard work and billions of dollars would have been lost. The idea of the Gotthard Base Tunnel was first given in 1940, but due to engineering challenges, its work started in 1993. In its construction, 17 years of time, 2,600 workers' hard work, and $12.5 billion were spent. The height of the mountain is equal to that of 3 Burj Khalifa. GPS, gyroscopes, and laser navigation were used to align. The Gotthard Base Tunnel is so long that it was calculated according to the curvature of the Earth. If this tunnel was given a shape, 5 Great Pyramids could be formed. But Switzerland made small artificial islands. The 450-meter-long CCTBM alone used as much electricity as there are in 20,000 houses. At the end of this video, I would like to salute those 9 hero workers who could never get out of the mountain in different accidents. A memorial has also been built in memory of them so that the world can remember what was the real value of this engineering marvel. I hope you will like and share this Scope History videos. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next video.